Nicola Sturgeon's independence push has stalled in recent months thanks to the pandemic, and polls suggesting support for Scottish secession has decreased. A panel-based poll in June found just 48% of people, excluding the don't knows, would support independence if a referendum were held, down from 52% in April. Earlier this month, Dennis Canavan, chairman of the Yes campaign in 2014, told the Daily Record that Scots faced a choice between the Westminster straitjacket or independence. But he admitted there is certainly cause for concern, as recent opinion polls should act as a wake-up call. He added, "We should never take people's support for granted. To paraphrase Keir Hardie about the need for continuous campaigning, we are either going forward or we are being driven back. There is no such thing as standing still." While the First Minister is seeking a new vote on independence, she was accused of refusing to accept the result of Brexit. Conservative MPs accused Ms Sturgeon of being obsessed with flags as the Scottish Government continued to fly the EU flag outside its buildings. In February, Conservative MSP Dean Lockhart said, "The UK has left the EU, so Nicola Sturgeon's personal decision to order the flying of the EU flag on Scottish Government buildings makes no sense. It reconfirms the SNP's refusal to accept referendum results and their ongoing focus on constitutional issues at the expense of more important priorities. But we should not be surprised. Like all nationalists, Sturgeon is obsessed with flags." Ms Sturgeon even infuriated Scottish Tory leader Douglas Ross. He accused the Scottish First Minister of token gestures. He said, "Token gestures such as this serve no purpose other than to distract from the extreme challenges facing Scotland." Even Boris Johnson's allies waded into the row, as Minister James cleverly said of Sturgeon, "She's really not good at listening to people when they make their voices known at referenda." Politicians should deal with the world as it is and rather than the world as they wish it was. A spokesman for the Scottish Government said, "The EU flag is flown to reflect the overwhelming vote of the people of Scotland to remain in Europe, and as a mark of solidarity with the hundreds of thousands of EU citizens who to call Scotland home despite Brexit." And, just weeks ago, Scottish ministers requested the EU flag to be flown above all Scottish Government buildings. In the Scottish Government's Flag Flying Guidance 2021 approved by the First Minister, it was requested the EU flag be flown on a daily basis. The guidance said, "The First Minister has instructed that the European flag is flown from Scottish Government buildings on a daily basis except for specific flag flying dates." It comes as the UK Government's Guidance Flying Flags, a plain English guide, was updated earlier this month. It removed the European Union flag from the list of flags that do not require consent to be flown on buildings from July 20. It now states, following the UK's departure from the European Union, the flag of the European Union is no longer included in the list of flags that do not require consent. The move is separate from instructions to councils that require them to display EU flags as a condition for receiving COVID-19 recovery money from the European Union. While Ms Sturgeon has received criticism at home for her EU stance, senior figures from the bloc appear to be admirers of the Scottish First Minister. In July 2019, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said she is a fan of Ms Sturgeon. She even said the door is open for Scotland to rejoin the EU. Ms von der Leyen continued, "Yes, the door is open, because we want you in. And the political consequences are way harder when it comes the other way round, so, as we've said, we want you in, we are prepared for whatever happens, but if we are to choose, we want you in."